Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika here to do another video in my 2020 series. If you haven't seen the first videos I've done in this series, please do go check them out. I've put them together on a playlist for you here on YouTube to make them easy for you to find in amongst all the other hundreds of videos. And I think it's important to understand really how far we've come as to the significance of what's coming forward here in 2020. This video is going to be specific to the Saturn and Pluto conjunction that happens on January 12th, 2020 at 22 degrees of Capricorn. This is a pivotal time of incredible amounts of light. This is a conjunction that happens only once every 34, 35, 36, or 7 years-ish. It depends on the year, depends on the cycle, but it doesn't happen that often. And it's always a major turning point in the world, in world events, in human consciousness. And today's video is going to be focused on how this conjunction is going to be affecting the divine feminine energies in the collective. Now, we all exhibit masculine and feminine energies at different times. And so regardless of whether you are primarily masculine energy, there are times where you need to be in your feminine, and so this is really a tool for you to understand yourself better. The feminine is your more intuitive side, your more nurturing side, your more flowing side, your more emotional side. So some of you guys are watching this specific to a soulmate or a person, a relationship, whether it be love, friendship, or family relationship. But we're going to take a look at the energies surrounding the divine feminine. So if you guys haven't seen it, I do encourage you also to check out the divine masculine reading, because I just finished recording that one and it was amazing, incredibly powerful, and I was so inspired and encouraged after recording that reading. So I'm excited to see what comes through for the divine feminine. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an overall theme here in the form of a major arcana card for the divine feminine for this conjunction. This is starting out the year 2020 with this particular astrological event. But I'm going to do more about the rest of 2020 and beyond in the rest of the series here. So just stay tuned if you are interested. So here on the channel. Let's get a card for the divine feminine overall for this conjunction. What is her theme? Oh, she's getting divine justice. Wow. Isn't this amazing? This is the justice card. This is things coming into balance. This is a card and a theme that has been following the divine feminine for quite a while. And this conjunction is going to help bring things into balance. This is divine justice, and it's one of the themes coming in for this particular alignment, because Saturn is the planet of karma, karmic justice, justice of like what you reap. You reap what you sow, what you put out comes back. And the other planet, Pluto, part of this conjunction, is the Lord of the underworld, the secrets, the things that have been hidden, the things that have been going on under the surface. Now, with the timing of this is really going to reveal things that have been going on since the last conjunction I think it was back in 1983, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Around that time. So 37 years approximately since the last time they were together in this form, which means that there's a lot that's been hidden that's ready to be revealed with this conjunction. So here comes divine justice for the divine feminine. That is the theme. Beautiful message. So let's keep going here and get some more overall themes. And then we're going to take a look a lot more in depth as to really what happens with this conjunction. We're going to look at what's been hidden. We'll look at what's going to be revealed with this conjunction, what's going to be destroyed with the Pluto energy. But that's also in order to be rebuilt for the better, what they're taking responsibility for, what the divine feminine is accountable for, as well as what new truths she is committing to. That's going to be in this reading. And then I will be doing an extended that will go a lot more in depth into the shadow aspects that have kept the feminine quiet, how they're reclaiming their authentic self, what they're revealing about themselves, all that good stuff, how they're breaking free. That's all going to be in the extended. So this one clearly wants to come out. And here we go, boundaries, beautiful. So this is a strong message around making sure that she is honoring her boundaries, maintaining her boundaries, communicating her boundaries in order to preserve her power. So when we're getting the Divine Justice card with the boundaries card coming in, that to me is representing the energy of where she has maintained her boundaries, she's going to get justice for that. There's been a lot of the divine feminine energy that has been, let me step back for a moment. A lot of the divine feminine has been healing codependency, unworthiness, overgiving, being in situations that are not balanced. Whether this be in romantic relationships, whether this be in friendships, family relationships, but primarily in relationships, where she has not maintained her boundaries. And so this is something that if you have started doing this in your life, you are being rewarded for this around this conjunction. If you haven't, this is a sign that it is time for you to start, that you will start owning your boundaries and setting them up and getting rid of toxic situations, not being afraid to say no. You know, a lot of people, the way they bleed their boundaries is when they say yes, when they really want to say no, and that's done. And just as a quick note, I said this in the Divine Masculine video. I can't remember if it was in the extended or not, but I want to say this here. Some of you are already past this point in your growth journey, in your ascension journey, because remember, I'm talking about the collective energies. Some of you have already been going through this and are through this already. Some of you are about to go through this, and some of you may be a little after this actual time frame. But that doesn't matter, because this is just tuning into the energy. So just know, for some of you watching this, and I know many of you guys are already in a point where you are in sacred union with your divine masculine, just know that you may already be ahead of the curve here, and that's fine. But let's keep going and see what other message comes through for the theme of this conjunction for the divine feminine. And here she's getting yes. Just say yes. Isn't that interesting, right? What was I just saying about saying no? This is saying to say yes to herself, to say yes to her truth, what she wants, the gifts that she's ready to claim in her life because of the boundaries that she has set. This is about her saying yes to herself. It means saying no to other people. It means saying no to obligations or whatever. But this is calling her to just say yes to herself and what she wants, and to not hide from it. Yeah, she's just clearly stepping into her power in a much bigger way. Let's get another message for the theme. And here's faith. Believe in the impossible. See, what was I saying? That by you maintaining your boundaries and establishing them, for many of you, some of you may have just for the first time really established boundaries. This is about making sure that you stay believing in the impossible. What you believe is impossible, or what you once believed was impossible, but actually is possible. So for those of you that have maintained your faith, you are getting divine justice. Maintained your faith in what others may have said was impossible for you, but guess what? They're not the divine feminine. They're not. So how are they to know what is possible for you and what isn't? They're just speaking of their own limitations. All right, so let's see what deck I'm going to use here. All right, let's take a look at what's been hidden. What has been hidden with this Pluto energy? Pluto is this energy of secrets, the Lord of the underworld, right? Which is the secrets, the things you don't want to reveal. And oh, by the way, if you guys want to learn more about this particular conjunction, there is a video I'm going to link down in the description box below to a podcast that is fabulous about going into more details on the astrology and the grander themes from of this particular conjunction, not specific to divine masculine and divine feminine per se, but that link is down below. That is I'll put that in the description box as well. And it is Molly McCord's podcast she did on this conjunction. She actually posted it about a year ago. And it's funny because, anyway, that link is going to be down below for those of you that want to look into the astrology of this in more depth. But let's take a look at what's been hidden this time throughout this, prior to this conjunction. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So what's been hidden here is there is abundance coming in the form of truth, communication, emotional communication, a relationship coming here to the next level, but it's been hidden from you at this point. For some of you, you've been waiting for some communication that is going to make you very happy, and it's not come through yet. Kind of been hidden. And I'm getting drawn to the fact that this Ten of Pentacles, typically on the Ten of Pentacles, there's people in it. In this one, there aren't people in it, right? So you can see the Ten of Pentacles energy is here, which is happy, family. This is family, home, abundance, everything being really beautiful. But there's no people in here. So the people have been hidden. Who's in this picture? They're not here yet. Well, they're on their way. And here's the communication that's coming in around this. So let's get another card here of what's been hidden to this point. Just one card, please. How to make this real. The balancing spirituality and practicality. And guys, it's not an accident that the divine masculine got the same card in the same position in his reading, okay? Go watch that reading. You'll see what I'm talking about. So what's been hidden is how to make this tangible and real. What's been hidden about this too is the deep love, the romantic love, the true feelings have been hidden because they've been hidden. Because look at this knight. He's going forward with his sword, but he's got the mask on his face. He's not been showing himself. We don't know who this guy is. You know, he's on a horse, he's got a sword, but we don't know who's in there. Because he hasn't shown himself. So this is what's been hidden, is how the masculine feels about the feminine. So there you go. All right, let's see what's going to be revealed with this conjunction. What is going to be revealed for the divine feminine with this conjunction? The Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So what's going to be revealed here is here's a tangible offer. See, the page is just communication, right? But the Knight actually takes action. He's moving things forward. He has his pentacle to offer to the divine feminine. What's going to be revealed is here's the balance. This is reciprocity. We're getting a lot of pentacles here, which is about groundedness, something tangible. It's not just something up in the ether, something that you're thinking about or dreaming about. This is something real. And there is reciprocity coming here. Ready to give, ready to be balanced. We're getting, again, the Six of Pentacles is also about balance, which is what this Divine Justice card is all about as well. The scales of balance. So what's being revealed is, like I was saying from the beginning, those of you that have had faith, kept yourself going on this journey of awakening, you are now getting balance and divine justice with this conjunction here on January 12th. It's going to start a cycle of this. And this is also about someone who's not wanted to give up. This person that's the masculine coming forward to the divine feminine, about not wanting to have given up on persevering through many battles. They haven't wanted to give up on what they have built with you, divine feminine. So let's see more about what's going to be revealed Having faith in your dreams. See what I'm talking about? Faith. Believe in the impossible. Have faith in your dreams. So what's being revealed here is that by having faith in your dreams will be coming true. Trusting what you're being given by your intuition, your true knowing. This isn't about the head in the clouds, like I wish for this, but there's really no groundedness in it. This is for those of you where there's something that you've been wishing for and dreaming about and knowing that it's in your path, having faith in your dreams. So you're getting 2 cards of faith. Just say yes. This could be saying certainly say yes to your masculine with boundaries, of course. But there you go. Let's see what is going to be destroyed in order to be rebuilt. So what is being destroyed in order to be rebuilt with the Pluto energy coming in? We have the Hermit, the 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. So what's being destroyed to be rebuilt is you spending time alone. We get the Hermit and the 9 of Pentacles. This is about creating a home. Here's the manifestation of the home and the stability and your hard work paying off. You've been on a path of self-discovery. You've been created a level of abundance in your life. You've been happy, but you've been on your own. These are both 2 cards of solitude and being alone, being single. And here in the middle is the 4 of Wands. So it's like, and there's 2 people in this card, right? There's 1111. This is manifestation. So what's being rebuilt here is that stability when it comes to the home, when it comes to happiness. This can be the card of marriage. This can be the card of soulmates. So what's being destroyed here to be rebuilt is being single, because you're not meant to do this alone. You're meant to be in sacred union with the divine masculine, both of you in your power and both of you in your Christ consciousness, your balanced energy, your integrated soul energy, to move forward and to celebrate and to build something solid with both of your missions. Let's see what is being destroyed in order to be rebuilt here. Conclusions are within reach. See, what's being destroyed is the fact that, like, to be rebuilt is the end of that cycle, it's ending. The conclusions being within reach, meaning it's like you're almost there, but it's within reach, which means you're not quite there yet. That's done with. That is absolutely done with, where it's like you're done being single. You're done being the divine feminine on your own. What is the divine feminine taking responsibility for? What is she being held accountable for with this conjunction? What is she taking responsibility for? There's the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Interesting. What this feels like to me that she's really taking responsibility for is where she has taken action in her life and made things happen. She's learned from her past mistakes. She's learned from where she has, made some mistakes by actions she's taken. And also that she has been missing something from her life emotionally. She's wanting to celebrate. She's wanting this cup for emotional fulfillment, right? She's been missing that. And she's being held accountable for the fact, and she's taking responsibility for the fact that she has been waiting for her masculine to take action because she's known something's been missing, even though she's wanted to take action in her life, but she's known that she's known that she's had to wait, even though she may have wanted to just move on, leave this journey, give up on it many times. And there's a part of her too that knows that this is all manifesting and happening because she has held back a bit. in terms of being in her distorted masculine energy to want to take action, to just make something different, to just make it happen. Tell me about the Four of Cups. The Three of Swords. Yeah, so what she's doing is she's also taking responsibility for her own emotional healing after sadness and heartbreak. And it's like she knows that the masculine had to move away in order for her to do this healing work that needed to be done. She wouldn't have been able to do it without the masculine having moved away from her. And the Knight of Wands. Death card. So yeah. There's that Pluto energy. And the King of Wands. The Five of Cups. Yeah. So this is saying she's taken responsibility for her own healing and sadness in the past around the masculine. It's like she's kind of been on her own here and she's been sad, but she knows that he had to go through his journey and that she also had to do more healing than she thought. And it's bringing about this transformation. She really is. There's something about her taking responsibility for the fact that they are now in this place, which is actually very fair. Because the feminine has stayed steady and strong and persevered through her fears, her doubts, her insecurities, her healing. She's the main reason why the masculine was able to step up into his power. It's because if she had like bolted and left fully, it would have been maybe a different story. But this is giving the feminine certainly some credit, not to not give the divine masculine credit. My gosh, the masculine has battled massive, massive, massive shadows. Massive, even more so than the feminines even realize. But this is almost her just acknowledging her role in helping get the divine masculine and the divine feminine to this place. Because it's fair. The masculine's about to step in and do even more that she hasn't even experienced yet. But to this point, this is a fair assessment, right? So let's see here. One more thing she's taking accountability for. What she was taking responsibility for. A win-win outcome is forecast. See the full moon in Libra. The balance again. It's because of the divine feminine staying in balance. We did lose a lot of feminines through their fears. They just weren't willing to persevere. It has happened. People have jumped off their path. They have gone awry, and they have just, the shadows have gotten the best of them. And not everyone makes it, honestly. And I know that's something that a lot of people don't want to necessarily hear, but it is the truth. But if you're watching this and this is resonating for you, you are the ones that have persevered. And because the people that are done with this journey aren't watching these videos anymore, to be, to state the obvious. But here it is. She's taking responsibility for this being a win-win for everybody involved. For her, for him, for humanity. All right, let's see what truths the divine feminine is committing to. What truths is the divine feminine committing to with this conjunction? The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Justice card. What a way to end this, guys. Back to where we started. Divine Justice. This is the Justice card, obviously, in this deck. So what truth is she committing to? Is living from her truth, communicating from her truth. She's ready to accept the offer of the divine masculine. She's ready to accept this love. She's ready to do this from a place of balance, of openness, of truth, of clarity, of victory. She's committing to always communicating from her truth, to always living from her truth, to staying balanced in her masculine and feminine energies, in the love relationship, because this is about someone making an offer in love. And she's committing to always speaking the truth and to be balanced in her interactions with her divine masculine. And lastly, what truth is she committing to? It's time to take action. You know, this is an energy of the divine masculine taking action. And she's committed, and this is why she's held back, because she knows that the divine masculine had to be the one to take this action towards her. She has been tempted many times to take the bull by the horns and just do something and reach out and communicate and just make it happen, but that would have emasculated the masculine. That would have been the wrong thing to do, and she knew it. So she didn't. And so here she is, committing to the fact that her masculine is the one to take action, but then it's also about them taking action together. All right, lovely friends, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to do the extended now. In that extended, so much more in depth about what they're revealing about themselves, what adjustments they're going to be making with this conjunction, how they're reclaiming their authentic selves, their shadow aspects that are going to now be normalized, what they're breaking free from, and so much more. So with that, guys, the link is down below. And do go watch the Divine Masculine reading here on YouTube, because you'll get additional messages that will be supportive for you for this massive, massive experience on January 12th. So with that, I send you so much love. Bye.